I thought I wanted to share my story because I thought it might be helpful to the cause, just because I've been a pastor my whole life and on a search for something. And,
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was until I found Orbis. So, I guess we've been together in ministry now for over 30 years. This is the third. This currently is our third church that we've led. I found out the Orvis School of Ministry,
and then they were offering classes.
Yeah, and the first class I took was on Deliverance, which knew zero. Never saw anyone delivered of anything. As a matter of fact, Rick and Pam were my TAs, and they said, "Okay, we're going to do a demonstration. Who's never seen anyone delivered of a demon?" And I was the only one that put my hand up in the whole group, and they were like, "You haven't? Well, this is going to be a treat for you tonight."
I know, a treat, which is interesting because we met at a Pentecostal school. We both went to Pentecostal churches. So
right.
It's interesting.
And so, but I knew as soon as I started diving into this, we're in a very lost area. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, witchcraft is huge. Matter of fact, we have the largest occult community in all of Pennsylvania in our county. And you just see these people, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. Right. Now I do know what to do. Right. Jesus was, propelling us into this mission field, and we were just lost there. We just didn't know how to help them. She has students that are suffering under just difficult circumstances, and okay, now we can wade into all of that, and we know what to do. But when I first started with the school, it was like, this is the answer. This is what I've been looking for 30 years. Mm-hmm. Finally found the answer. Inner healing, physical healing, deliverance, the whole package, Mm-hmm. And it can happen. It's just, I can already tell story after story that we've seen in our ministry of Jesus getting involved in people's mm-hmm. lives, and in one session they're delivered of a lifetime of anger, and they've been going to counseling for years and couldn't get anywhere. In one session, deliverance and inner healing. It's just amazing. I would have been lost as a pastor before. Well, I was lost mm-hmm. as a pastor trying to help these kinds of people. Mm-hmm. I love getting out of bed and going to work now. I love it. Mm-hmm. Before, I didn't. Mm-hmm. Now I can't wait. I did 4 sessions last week. Every one of them was miraculous. Just mm-hmm. tremendous. Who wouldn't want that life? And it's all God. I mean, He does all the heavy lifting. He just mm-hmm. lets me have a little part of what He's doing, right?
That's the thing that I think is so amazing about this, is that, you could spend years having spiritual conversations, which is part of the discipleship method we use. And we've been training in that for 11 years at our church. But it's like just years and years and may never. And how many groups was I in, and it's like it got so far with somebody who we thought was discipleable and ready to go all in, and then just never happened. Yeah. And it's like, now that we're going into this realm, which I call the reality, this is the real, the breakthroughs and Jesus is right there. It's like you just start a session, He's already talking to them or talking to us. It's like, that's what I would say to pastors. It's like you're always feeling like
there's a wall. You're hitting that wall. Yeah, you don't know how to get through the wall.
And Jesus, but He shows up for this.
He does.
He shows up. He is there, and He's guiding.
And He tears those walls
And there's
down.
just so much love. Like, because I grew up in the Pentecostal church, and saw so many different ways of going up for healing, or going up to be, baptized, and it's just. The difference I saw, especially with Barnabas, I went up for healing for my stomach because I have gut issues, and he spent 2 hours with me. Didn't even realize it was 2 hours. So gentle, so kind, so quiet, so encouraging, and it was a new Pentecostal, experience that I had never had, and just the love and the humility, because we had kind of walked away. We had walked away from Pentecostalism or charisma, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, we grew up in it. We were all in when we
Yeah.
were in college. We were called we were the Jesus freaks, carrying our Bibles
But,
at the Christian college.
But we had drifted away from
Yeah.
that because we didn't see in that reality.
Right.
It was about
And the love.
and the love, right?